Hello guys, I want to ask a favour of you. Oh, and no, if you can't tell by the nature of my tone, this isn't going to be completely serious. But anyway, I just want to ask a question of you guys. You can answer them down to yourself if you like to talk to yourself. You can answer them in the comment section. You can answer me in the YouTube message. I don't know. And I'll explain my question as I go throughout the length of the video, so by the end of it by the end I should hit a question. So anyway, now I've been away for quite a while. I haven't really done a YouTube upload, and looking back on it, this is a severe problem I have. My upload schedule seems to be completely infrequent. Like, some days I'll just make an upload, other days I just won't make an upload. I don't know. It just seems to be all over the place. And obviously, I find this is a problem. Even though I don't really want to do YouTube as, like, say, a full-time job or anything like that, this is still a problem because it's not exactly fair on you guys, because there are a lot of the people that are subscribed to me make uploads all the time, but yet I don't make uploads, and yet I'd still call myself a YouTuber. So it's a bit hypocritical, and it's not very fair on you guys if you subscribe to me and I just decide to disappear out of the blue, and now allow me to cure my croaky voice with a sip of some citrus flavoured beer. Always hits the spot. But anyway, so like I said, my upload schedule is very infrequent, and also just overall, like, to begin with, my standards were never really too high. Let's be honest. It's not like I've come flying out the gate with high standards of video productions, topics to talk about. I've been fairly average, middle of the road. In some cases, in most other cases, I've been fairly generic, if I'm looking back over this. Very, very generic, very plain or bland, at least in my eyes. And so, looking back on sort of what I've done, both just reflecting on it in my head and actually looking back on my own work, I can actually see that I started off with a better standard. I started off strong, but I feel like ever since then, ever since a certain point, I can't properly judge where it has been at. But at a certain point, things have just begun to dip. I don't know what I've let slip. I've probably let a million and one things slip, but I can't properly pinpoint it down. Now, the question is, or the request I have for you guys is, I need your help. If you feel my standards have been slipping, tell me. Be brutally honest. Like, I'm welcome to the idea of constructive criticism. If you've got a lot of constructive criticism, please just throw it in. However, if you've not got any form of constructive criticism and you just want to criticize out of whatever reason, instead of saying, okay, this is what I don't like about your work, here's how I feel you could improve it, X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. If you're only just going to make comments like, oh, I think you're an asshole, oh, I think your work's terrible, you should stop, or maybe that could be your constructive criticism. But if you're just going to start making comments like, oh, your work's terrible, and that's it, then I'm not really going to care so much about what you have to say. But basically, I want your help in identifying, well, to me at least, where have I let my standards slip? What have I done, or what am I doing differently from what I did when I first started uploading YouTube videos? Like, this is call this a homework assignment if you will, because I'm pretty sure most of you have gone back to school. So please, I want you to go back, if you're actually willing to do this, I want you to go back to my older videos, sit down and watch them, and sit down and watch my more later videos, and if you feel like I've let my form slip in a certain area, please tell me, because I feel like what I'm producing now is not as good as what I used to produce. I often repeat too many of the games I play, like I feel like I've done too many ACB videos, I feel like I've done too many AC videos, The Last of Us videos, and I've got so many other games. Like, I'm sitting down looking at my PS3 collection. I've got Need for Speed Run, which I did literally start with. I've got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit, I've got Red Dead Redemption, I've got LA Noire, which I've completed, so I can't really do anything like a Let's Play on that. I've got like Colin McRae Dirt 2, Colin McRae Dirt 3, Colin McRae Dirt Showdown, more racing games. I've got Sniper Elite, but I still haven't got the Hitler DLC like I claimed I was going to get. And I feel like I just need your help in terms of, what do I need to change? What do I need to do? What did I used to do back in the beginning that was so good? Or that I feel was better? Because, yes, it's my problem to solve, but sometimes you need other people to help you point out what the problem is. So, like I said, the assignment's up in the air for anyone if they want to try and take it up. So, like I said, please, if you're willing to do this, don't feel like I'm forcing you to do this, but if you're willing to do this, go back to my older videos, watch them, and like actually assess what I'm doing, assess what I'm saying, assess the quality of how I'm saying it. I want you to go, what's a good example? I want you to go like Simon Cowell levels on this, of just critiquing, going over with a fine-tooth comb. If you want to point out things I've done good, if you want to point out things I did bad in them, go ahead, point it out. Because it allows me to avoid doing it in later videos. If there are things that you think I do good in my more recent uploads, then please tell me. The more honest feedback, the better. Well, the better for me is in the short term, because then hopefully I can reflect back some of the constructive criticism you get. Well, not you get, I get. See, that could be one area of improvement. My fucking stuttering, it's all over the place. It doesn't help that I'm actually drinking beer while trying to do this. It really doesn't. Anyway, but like I said, if you feel like there's any good points in my recent uploads that I'm doing, please tell me. If there's a lot of bad points you feel like I'm doing, and if you've got suggestions on how I should resolve the situation, then please tell me. The more constructive criticism, the better for me in the short term, but then if I can actually reflect it back into the videos I'm uploading, then hopefully the principle is it's going to be better for you. But anyway, so yes, my request is, please tell me, if you want to, where my standards have slipped, because I really feel like my standards have slipped, so please tell me, so then I can change this. But anyway, there's a couple other things, or not so much a couple, there's one main thing I want to talk about. Now, in the time I haven't been uploading, I've been doing different things. I've been trying to get up my confidence, to meet new people, because obviously, given a year's time, I'm gonna have to go to uni. Well, I'm planning to go to uni, and obviously there I'm gonna be alone. There's not really gonna be much hand holding, so I'm gonna sort of have to learn how to be confident and assert myself in the correct way, if there's really such a way, or the more what we would call proper way to assert yourself. So obviously I've been trying to do that, and let's just say it's for more purposes than that, because obviously I hope to develop those skills, because I hope later in life I can find a nice girl, it can gel, and then hopefully later in my life, beyond that point, I could actually settle down and have a kid. But that's obviously way in the future. I'm going to focus on the here and now, just for the moment. But it also helps in the here and now in terms of confidence, because then I can just start talking to people without sort of stuttering, saying awkward things, all that. And for the most part it's been going well, but then for other parts it's been going terribly. Like, I'm still making the same pitfalls. So you could say I'm trying to raise my standards in all aspects of my life, in terms of my confidence, in terms of my YouTube. So if you know me in real life, which only a few of you actually do, it's the beauty of actually meeting me in real life, tell me where my standards are slipping in that. But anyway, one other thing I've been doing in my within the past several weeks, is I've been trying to expand my horizons and examine different philosophies, different sort of go completely left wing and start examining different philosophies, different ideologies, all that. Now, one ideology I've been very interested in is Rastafari, which I often find gets heavily misrepresented in mainstream English culture because of what it represents, what it actually stands for. It's actually quite a big threat to the system, this society. So anyway, the main stereotypes of Rastafari is that it's just a philosophy about smoking weed. While yes, smoking weed is a part of the philosophy, it's to do with a spiritual level to connect with a higher divine being. But this philosophy is more of a resistance movement. It was originally sort of formed, or its main function or purpose was to stand up, was so that Rastas could stand up to what they called Babylon. And what do they mean by Babylon? The Western world, capitalism, all that. And I've actually been intrigued by this element of the Rasta philosophy. And I'm trying to further expand my horizons by looking at different philosophies. Philosophies from Asia, philosophies from the early Middle East, philosophies from Africa and Pan-Africa. So it's been an interesting experience. So I'm trying to raise my standards, as it will, in all aspects. I want to raise my standards culturally, I want to raise my standards intellectually, I want to raise my standards socially. But where you guys can help me is where I want to raise my standards in terms of YouTube videos. So like I said, or been saying throughout most of this, please, if you want to help, please help. And please leave some constructive criticism so I can make better videos for you guys and raise my standards.